Well, you know, the COVID has brought a lot of things. The COVID has brought us so many changes where everything's so different now post COVID. And one of the main things that has evolved is the decision making processes that the 2021 homeowners are now taking. It's quite different from before. And whenever you are in an industry that is evolving, that is so technological, and that provides such a new service, it's newer, right? And it's also controversial. It's controversial. Now, that's not really necessarily something that's, going to be debated here. That's not relevant to this live. What is relevant, extremely relevant, is how a homeowner in 2021 is processing information, using that information or leveraging that information to make a decision for their family, for their future, for their home, for their investments. It's a big thing because we can't live in this world without electricity. Everybody has to have it, And here's the deal. I'm going to be reading a few little things that I've been writing. I'm actually making a process, and I'm refining it. This process will help homeowners and consultants really get what they want, get what they need. Okay. The homeowner has something he wants. He has something he needs. He has reasons why he will do it. The reasons why he will do it are very different than the reasons that the average consultant thinks that they should buy. They have different reasons. Normally, they will not disclose these reasons, as they know that somebody will use that they think against them. And it kind of works like that. It kind of doesn't. So it's a very interesting dynamic whenever we're talking about the human psyche and decisions, right? Decisions. They're awesome. They're scary. Okay. It's a 7-step process. It's going to be published probably in the next month. So a lot of the homeowners, they're on different sites. They're on Quora, they're on Reddit, they're on blogs. They're actively comparing the quotes that they have received from one company or another and talking to other homeowners on there regarding what this means. Why is it this? Or if they got a super good deal, they'll be bragging about it. They'll be bragging about the production. They have their monitoring apps and they're comparing numbers, right? And then they ask questions. Well, this day didn't do this. So the homeowners in 2021 are hip to the game, man. They're hip to the game. They know that they want to buy from honest professionals, because professionals, notice I just used professionals, are not always honest, and honest people are not always professionals. So whenever they get one that lines up, it's a beautiful thing, right? It's a very beautiful thing. So feelings, emotions, they play into this big time. Here's the thing. You must put yourself, if you are a consultant, you must put yourself into the shoes of that homeowner. It's a big decision. Imagine the fear, the hesitation, the indecision, the pain that they have felt because they made a bad decision in the past. And here you are asking for their business, right? And you haven't addressed that certain thing that's holding them back. Being confrontational is something that I am working on. A lot of times I just kind of ask straight up in a way that is kind of confrontational, in which I do identify these things in myself, and I know that it's a challenge, and I work to overcome these challenges. A lot of times I ask a homeowner why they didn't choose me for their product, for their solar project. And either way, I wish them well. Either way, I'm not trying to, get at them or it's nothing like that. I want everybody to win. I can honestly say that. And it's painful for me to see somebody not choose me and then go with somebody else, but it's not painful in a jealous way. It's painful in a way that I just have to say, listen, I wasn't what they wanted. I wasn't what they needed. And that impels me towards further action on myself, right? So we're in a very competitive type of business. There's so many people, right, that are vying for their business. As a pro, as a solar pro, as a consultant, you must put yourself in their shoes. You must identify prospects and suspects. A prospect is a buyer. A suspect is somebody that is not necessarily going to buy at all. And there's a way that you can find that out. It's really just the questions that they ask. Whenever they ask you questions, ask them questions back. If they get pushback, they're probably a suspect. If they answer, then they're probably a prospect, right? Okay, so let's see here. I know that in one of these bad boys, I had written a whole bunch of stuff, right? I'm like all disorganized. All right, let's go to, okay. By the way, that 7-step thing that I'm talking about, it's going to be on YouTube video series as well. It's going to be very transparent. It's going to be showing what's inside a consultant's mind, and then what's inside a homeowner's mind, right? It's going to be a culmination of musings, a bucket of tips and tricks for the homeowner as much as for the consultant, right? It just kind of keeps everybody honest. It's a treatise. It's a treatise of. I guess I could say these 7 steps they can be utilized independently and not predicated one upon another, right? So the 2021 homeowner, right, is calculating, savvy, sometimes jaded, cynical, sad, conceited, cocky, happy. These are all emotions that they may or may not have, right? These are all emotions that we also have at times, I feel. And we have to look past those emotions and see the person and their need. Okay. And for the homeowner, the homeowner has all the power here. He has all the power. The homeowner has all the power here. All of it. I think that's badass. It really makes us work hard and be honest. Okay. Our job is to serve as consultants. Their job as homeowners is to get the best deal, to win. Doesn't everybody want to win? Yes, it's possible. It is possible. Our job is to serve them and have them so enamored with the reality of our promises exceeded, right? Exceeded. So that from here on out, our job gets better and better. Why? Because we did the hard work at the beginning, keeping our word, right? Taking action, not overthinking it, studying enough, reading enough, becoming informed and relevant. Relevance, right? Are we relevant now in this new day and age, right? There's a bunch of free platforms that most people are on, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. But I find that the homeowners use those as they need to, not as they don't necessarily use them the same as consultants. That's very key. When somebody puts a post up, right? Oh, wow. This post is supposed to attract a lot of attention, but it doesn't seem to attract any at all. And the reason is because it's not specific. See, people like to feel special. They like to be offered something directly. They want it to be on a silver platter, wrapped in they want you as a solar consultant to make them informed. They want to feel warm and fuzzy about the fact that you will take care of them. It's true. So the best posts are interactive, and they're not really necessarily aimed at obtaining business. They're more pointed at, getting people to interact and getting people to, to tell their wants and needs and their feelings. If you make somebody feel heard, respected, loved, oh shoot, you're going to do it. You're going to do really good, right? Because everybody matters. Every single person matters. That's true, man. That's true. Okay. You have to be different. As a consultant, you must be unique, or there must be an element of you that is creative. Why? Because you have to distinguish yourself from the competition. Now, a competitive state of mind is not mine. I don't have the competitive state of mind. I don't have it. However, it is a type of competitive element when the homeowner is looking at you, looking at them, looking at this person to go solar with. They want to make the best decision. Are you helping them make a good decision, or are you leaving them to the wolves and not trying really hard to get their business? It's as much your job. It's as much your job as it is theirs to help them get the product, the project, the service, and the outcome that they want. If you give it your energy, if you give it your time, why not go all the way? Why not really put it out there? Go hard. It's important. They're important. The homeowner is important. They are important. You're important. So be polite and establish intent from the jump. I build long-term relationships. I know that not everybody wants or needs my product, my project. Not everybody wants or needs it. So, I'm pretty wide on all the social media platforms, but I don't pitch them as soon as I accept them or as soon as they accept me. It's organic. It's organic. One of the things that I'm working on right now is being more approachable. I don't come off as very approachable sometimes. Most of my clients are military people because I guess they feel that they're not intimidated, or a lot of them are teachers. Because I think that they can see certain elements of me that appeal to what they do. And I like that. But what about everybody else? So that's one of the things that I'm working on for myself. Asking pertinent questions, okay? But the number one thing that ties them all together is they can smell a line of bullshit whenever they hear it. Oh, yeah. Also, whenever they ask a specific question and that question is answered, boom, they kind of get suspicious about that. You know what they like? For you to say, I do not know the answer to that question, Mr. Homeowner, but I'm going to find it for you. Will 6 p.m. be a good time to email you the answer and show you why it is the answer? Oh, sure. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Make the process as peopleless as you can. You have to understand, people they order food on Grubhub or DoorDash. They buy things on Amazon. They buy things online. It's peopleless. And so if you take that same idea and then you structure it into your approach, and it can be done. Now, the model is different. The application is quite different. And if you have to much, instead of just kind of adapting and taking action, just doing it, forgetting the fear, knowing it's not real, and just act instead of staying in your head like Nike, just do it, right? It works. I'm very grateful to Manolo. He's a mentor of mine. He's the CEO of Sunbright, and he taught me how to do this completely virtually. I did not believe him. I did not believe anything that he was saying about you can do all of this virtually, but it's so true. It's so true. And it's so painless for the customer. That's really good. That's really cool. So if you're a consultant, educate yourself. Education, and really educate yourself with the intent of serving to the highest level. Don't educate yourself to tear other companies down or consultants down, because that's weak. It's little weenie energy, man. And lastly, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the homeowner. They will be able to feel if you are honest, they will be able to feel this coming off in your energy. So care about them, really care about them. And if the project is not going to help the homeowner, then dude, don't freaking sell it to them. That's bad. That's bad energy. You're digging yourself an early sales trap. Homeowners, take your time. Take your time to really feel good about the service, the model, everything like that. And lastly, take action. Because if you give something your energy and your time, and you don't really get what you had intended for, even if it's just information, take action. Take action on the information. Action above all, because energy is everything. And energy lives right here, Real Texan Solar. Woo!